home, where we have our siblings, where we have our parents, and where we have our relations. One way or the other, we are all connected back to our root, which is Nigeria. I am urging the people in diaspora especially to please help us to develop a technology that can resolve this problem, because it seems this problem is really overwhelming our security apparatus in Nigeria. They are very, very overwhelming. It seems they can't control this banditry, the Boko Haram. I don't know whether it's the Boko Haram that metamorphosed to banditry, but one way or the other, the way they are overrunning our military base is totally uncalled for. The last week Kaduna attack is not nice at all. So how do we help our situation back home? That is the purpose why we are discussing this evening. And I am using this medium, Cleveland TV online radio, broadcasting live from Spain, to please, appeal to our Nigerians in diaspora to help us to look for a technology. Because I believe the only way this thing can be tackled, this security issue can be tackled, is purposely by technology. With the advanced country we are all living, we all reside at, I know they have technology to tackle situations. That is why I am urging all Nigerians in diaspora to please, let's put our hand on deck and see how we can help the Nigerian government and our people back home in Nigeria. But the question I want to put out this evening to all Nigerians in diaspora is, with the security situation in the country, how are you feeling back to where you are? Knowing that you have a parent in the same country, knowing you have siblings, and knowing you have relations. I am sure it's something that we can do. We need to help. We need to assist the country. And may God help us as we are doing that. Yes, it is not be easy for the government of President Buhari, because when the APC were campaigning in 2015, 2019, the major thing they campaigned on is the issue of insecurity. But I must confess, I think the situation is beyond the government. It's more than the government. This is why we all Nigerians need to think out of the box, because the people who are dying are the people who are close to us, our relations, one way or the other. The people who are dying are not the people in the government. So that is why I am always saying the people in the diaspora should please come up with a technological solution that we can use to, curb this banditry. The hoodlums call themselves banditry, that want to wreak havoc on our people, on our relations, on our parents back home in Nigeria. I pray very soon we will have a solution to this problem where it can be curbed permanently. That is our prayer. But at the same time, when we pray, we should also look for a solution, a physical solution that can help us to resolve this insecurity in Nigeria. It's becoming too much. They are vandalizing our transport rail system, even the airport, the same thing, even on the road. For you to travel all the way from Abuja to Kaduna is difficult. It's just a 2 hours journey, but nobody wants to apply that road anymore because anybody can be kidnapped anytime, any day. The airport, I learned last week or so that Airpeace and Mass Air said they're not going to fly to Kaduna because of this insecurity issue. We thought the train is secured. People prefer to go via this train to Kaduna, see what happened again. They destroy the train, that we borrow huge amount of money, to put infrastructure. These people will just come from nowhere and destroy it within 10, 15 minutes of their operations. And this is what takes Nigerian 2, 3, 4 years to build. This is totally unacceptable. It's totally unacceptable because they are destroying our legacy. It's our legacy we are talking about here, they are destroying. The money they are borrowing, it is me and you that's going to pay back the money. But once what they borrow the money for is being destroyed by just few set of people, What do we what do we call that? What do we really call that? I call them wicked set of people that I know very soon God is going to, expose whoever in charge of this nonsense thing called banditry. That is that about insecurity in Nigeria today. Please, our people in diaspora, let's bring our head together and look for a possible solution to, resolve the issue of insecurity in Nigeria. We are going to go on just 1 minute break, and we shall be back to continue with the topic, the second topic, which is the presidential election coming up in 2023 in Nigeria. Thank you, and stay tuned. Yes, we are back from our break, and I welcome our listener and our viewers back to Cleveland TV online radio, broadcasting live from Spain. I remain Abbey Oguntuase on politics and you. We are going to discuss in the next 20 minutes the incoming presidential election in Nigeria come 2023. We saw that the Minister of Transport, Right Honorable Rotimi Amaechi, declared his intention yesterday in his own state, Port Harcourt, that he's going for 2023 presidential election. All these people are welcome. They are all, eminently qualified to be the president of Nigeria. But what I want to discuss with all this evening is that with all these people who are coming out, who are declaring their intention, left and right center, they want to become Nigerian president. Can we look at their antecedent? Can we look at what they have done in the past? Can we look at what they are doing where they are for us to judge whether whether they will be able to resolve the situation in Nigeria if any one of them become, the president of the country? Though, for me, the first contender of this election is Asiwaju, followed by Atiku, followed by Yaya Bello, and a lot of others. Even Fayose, the former governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Peter Ayodele Fayose, declared also intention. Governor Wike of Rivers State declared also intention to contest the next presidential election. Like I said earlier, they are all eminently qualified. But let's look at what each of them have done in their various states. Because anybody who cannot manage a state of 5, 6, 7 million population, I don't see how that person is going to manage 20 million population. That is the number one thing I want us to look at. The number two things I want us to look at is when they were governor of their state, how do they run their state? Are they able to provide enough IGR to run their state? Are they not running to the government of the center to run their state? Anyone who could not provide enough IGR to run his state, can we really trust that such person can run the country called Nigeria? As you all know, Nigeria is a very complex country. It's very difficult to manage. We are a difficult set of people. Our religious diversity, our ethnic diversity, we have a whole lot of things to consider. So whoever that is coming to rule us in 2023, I think there's a lot of questions need to be asked. And that question needs a serious answer from the Nigerians so that we'll be able to assess, we'll be able to pick who is actually the best candidate for the job. The issue of age, I don't really care about the issue of age. For me, age is just a number. If the person has the capability and the capacity to do the job, why not? If the person has the economic power to do the job, why not? If the person have the brain to do the job, why not? And anybody who is coming to lead us in 2023 in Nigeria, I think the first place to begin is from the security aspect. Does the person have capacity to, tackle the security? Does the person have capacity to tackle the economy of the country? Does the person have the capacity to unite us? We are actually not united. We are disunited in Nigeria. We are not united at all. We need a new leader who can unite us. North, North Central, Southwest, Southeast, South, Northwest. We need a president, a leader who can unite all of us. Nigeria is highly divided. And one of the criteria for me, I think we should use to judge whoever that is coming to lead us in 2023 is, does this person have the capacity to unite us? Does this person have the capacity to secure us, to secure our lives, to secure our property, to secure everything? Does this person have the capacity to lead us to take our economy from where it is to a better economy? Is it possible? Can we be competing with other nations who are doing well economically? We have the population. We have the resources to do well in Nigeria. I just believe that it's because we don't have the right people to be at the ends of affairs. That's why things are not going the way things are going. So, for me, I think these are the things we need to ask. Anybody who is coming to lead us in 2023 in my own capacity, I don't think that person needs to give us more than 3, 4, 5 agendas. When this is going to 10, 12, 20 agenda, I will never support such person, because the major agenda I think we need to tackle in Nigeria is security, unity, economy, how human resource, and how to generate enough money to look after our own welfare without running to the Western world to borrow money. We need a president who can put his foot on the ground and say, the oil that is going out of this country is very, very low compared to what they are stealing. So therefore, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 in place to put a proper measure on people who are stealing our oil in order not to be able to be stealing the oil. So anybody who is coming in 2023 must be able to give us the economic blueprint of how you want to run Nigerian economy, how it's going to salvage the present situation. Dollar in parallel market is 580 naira to a dollar. For how long are we going to continue to be going this way? Otherwise, we are sitting on a keg of a gas powder. If it explodes, it's going to affect every individual, every Nigerian, either in diaspora or in Nigeria. That's the reason why we need to ask questions. Anybody who is coming to be a Nigerian president in 2023 and is not ready to run a debate, I don't think that person should be allowed at all. Because if from that debate, question and answer are going to take place, we need to ask questions. It is time for us to know who has the capacity, the capability to take us out of where we are. Nigeria is not in good shape. If Nigeria should be mayor among African countries, we are supposed to be the leader of African continent, but we are not, because we're not in good shape. So I urge all of us this time around to open our eyes widely, to see, to pick the right candidate to lead us in 2023 in Nigeria. We are going to go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk more. Thank you. Once again, we welcome back our viewers and our listeners who have been patiently listening to us, who have been patiently listening to our conversations, if you want to participate, please feel free to chat with us, feel free to contact us. Go to our clevelandtvonline.com radio, and you can be part of this program. If you also know that you have the capacity to to provide a solution to what is going on in Nigeria, where we can bring you online, where we can have a very robust discussion. We can bring you online where we can have a debate. We can bring you online where we can have a very serious discussion on how to tackle the present situation going on in Nigeria. So if you have the, if you think you have the capacity to join us online, please go to clevelandtv.com. Send us a message and we're going to respond. We need your contact so that anytime we can also bring you online to speak to, our people. Thank you. Yes, as we are discussing before the short break, we are discussing about 2023 presidential election. For me, 2023 presidential election is a crucial election in Nigeria. It's crucial in the sense that we need people who can really help to resolve the problem of Nigeria. We have a lot of problems. But for me, like I said, we need someone who can come up with a 5 serious agenda. Insecurity, unity, economy, human resource, and ability to generate internal money without going to the Western world to borrow money. There's nothing wrong in borrowing, but in the situation where our borrowing is bigger than our earning, then we are running at loss. In a situation where demand is more than supply, there's a problem. In law of economics, when a demand is more than supply, it means we can't meet up. In a situation where we are borrowing money to pay salaries, it's not the best for us. We need someone who can generate internal money that we don't need to run to the Western world. If there is need for us to run to the Western world to borrow money, we want to borrow money for a very crucial and serious infrastructure that all of us are going to see what that infrastructure is for. That is the kind of people, kind of person. We only need one out of all these people who are coming out to contest to lead us. That's the kind of person I want us to vote for in 2023. Like I said, from Mashiwaju to Atiku to Rotimi Amechi to Governor Bello of Kogi State to former governor of Adelefauche to governor of Rivers State and so many others who are showing interest. It's good that they are showing interest, but we need to ask them questions with the interest they are showing. How do they want to tackle Nigerian problems? And another thing I also want to discuss tonight, I think running Nigeria 8 years is something at some point our legislation needs to actually look into. 4 years tenure is okay for anyone in Nigeria. I don't think it's compulsory for anyone to run for 8 years as a president in Nigeria. Whatever anybody wants to do something serious in Nigeria, his first 2 years administration will determine how the end of that 4 years is going to be. Anybody who cannot really do anything in 4 years, what do we expect the person to do also in 8 years when they don't even need the vote or they don't need our vote anymore? So at some point, we also in diaspora, we need to push for a single-term presidential, office in Nigeria. One single term is fine. Nigeria is big, it's vast. We need people. If we say we want the young ones to be part of Nigerian system, it is at time we start talking about single term. For me, 4 years single time is fine. Anybody who cannot do anything in 4 years single time should go to his house and rest. We'll bring somebody with a better brain to come and assist. So when this 8-year issue is also another issue that is affecting us, we need to be bringing fresh brain every 4 years to help the situation in Nigeria. Our economy is bad. Our security is bad. Our unity is questioned. We need to come out from our hiding place and be part of Nigerian politics. That's why we call this program Politics and You. You need to be involved. You need to be part of it. You need to come out. Whether you are young, you are old, come out. As long as you are 18 years above, we need to come out and be part of Nigerian political system and be part of Nigerian election. The INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, with the kind of technology they are deploying, for our incoming election, I have a belief in them that the next coming election is going to be difficult for anyone to rig. INEC need to please brace up and help us so that we can also help ourselves. When a technology is being deployed to monitor election, and the election can be even sent to a server from the polling unit, I think it will be difficult for anybody to maneuver it, or to say they are bribing people to vote for during the election. All these things is something we need to start talking about Nigerians in diaspora, and that's where we can contribute our own quota to help the country. We thank you for listening to us this Sunday. We thank you. We thank the listeners. We thank our viewers, and we are hoping to bring someone next week Sunday who we can both interact together, who we can both debate, discuss Nigeria, and discuss how Nigeria can be out of dead wood we find ourselves. It is not easy. Something good doesn't come easy. But with the help of all of us coming together to help our country, we are helping ourselves. I am saying thank you to you once again. And once again, I'm sorry for the technical error we faced earlier on. Next week, Sunday, we shall meet in peace. Thank you, and God bless. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye for now.